Power 92. We are #1 in the streets.
Your girl, Money Mayha, Power 92 midday host. We got Omeretta the Great on Zoom. On Zoom, how are you?
Good.
Yes, it's great to have you. You are making so much noise, and I was like, she's doing all these promo runs. She better come to Chicago so we could chop it up too. So I'm glad. I'm so glad we finally have you, girl, because you know the type of noise that you are making right now. You know what Sorry Not Sorry has done for Atlanta, but I don't know. Are you seeing what it's done for everywhere else yet?
I know Texas going at it right now. And I seen a girl from
LA
the
Houston one.
Yeah.
You got my boy Diddy Liddy from Chicago. He made one too. I don't know if you peeped it yet.
I ain't see it.
He did. Because, I don't know if you've been to Chicago, but it's very much the same way. We're so protective of our city, girl.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Like, it's so funny because I had used y'all city as an example one time when I was like talking to myself in the interview, and I was like, that's just like Chicago, because I know Chicago known for like, just the violence and the struggles and all that stuff. And I know like people from Chicago got to go through a lot. So that's just like somebody in the suburbs area blow up and like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. I know Chicago people will be offended because y'all had to go through a lot, and it's disrespectful for somebody that ain't have to like go through that to come and be like, oh yeah, I'm from there. Like, no, you're not. You might be close, but you ain't from here.
That's exactly what it is. Like, growing up in Chicago was not glamorous. Right. I think for me, and it wasn't glamorous for a lot of people growing up in the city, but there's so much proudness that goes into it. You know what I'm saying? And like, I can totally get that from Sorry Not Sorry, the Atlanta version. Why else do you think people get so upset and so irritated when people claim, cities that they're not really from, outside of just, having to come up out of that city? Because it is tough. It is tough in, cities like Atlanta and Chicago.
I feel like that's the number one thing, because I know that's the number one thing for me with Atlanta, because it's just like, we had to go through a lot down here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we really had to make it out of Atlanta alive. So that's why we be so proud. Like, yeah, I'm from Atlanta, you feel me? Because it's the zoo. But it's like, when other people start claiming it, it's like, you wasn't down here on this stomping ground. You wasn't in the battlefield. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You was where you was at with your home cooked meals, nice towels.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's disrespectful to blow up and tell the world, like, yeah, I'm from here. Or it's disrespectful to go around and tell all your friends, like, you go off to college and be like, yeah, I'm from Atlanta. Like, no, you're not. Like,
no, you're not. And you know what? It wasn't until you made the record that like certain artists who, have been in the game for a minute, who say they're from Atlanta and they're really not. Like, you made me really do some more research. Like, that's what the song really did. I'm not going to lie. Like, it really made me look around like, dang, these people are from, it's so similar to Chicago. It's so similar. Yeah, so I love what you did with the song, and I want to come back to it, but because like, you're so new to me and I'm just starting to get to know you more. And like, something about your swag and your interviews and just, you just seem so cool. You seem like low key. You remind me of a Chicago chick.
For real?
I don't know if anyone's ever told you that, but you just got this like, Chicago girls, we're calm, we're chill, we're cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what I get from every single interview that you do. Like, real talk. So I want to get to the point where like, I guess stuff started popping for you. Like, how did this even begin for you? How did you even really get a start into music? I had seen something about you and your sisters starting off doing music together. So tell me a little bit about the background so Chicago can get to know you better.
I started my music career in, I believe, 2015, when I had dropped out of college. I went to Savannah State, and I dropped out of college, and it was like that summer. So when I came home, I was just on the internet a lot, and people like was doing challenges and stuff, and I participated in one of them. It was a rap challenge, and it kind of went viral a little bit. So I just like, it was like my
Okay.
first rap on the internet, and it kind of went viral a little bit. So I'm like, damn, like, okay, they like this. Like, just imagine when I started, like, you know what I'm saying? Actually, because it was mediocre to me. So I was like, just imagine when I started putting my best effort in.
Applying
So I just,
pressure, right?
exactly. So I just started continuing to like take people beats, like popular beats, and just rapping over them. And like that grew me a big fan base. Like as soon as I jumped off the porch, I was getting followers. Like 2015, I just looked on my Instagram one day and I had like 30,000 followers. And I'm like, what the hell? It was crazy. Like it jumped so fast. And it was like over the time, I just been getting followed. Like all my following is organic. Like nobody did promo, nothing. Like all that is just me putting raps on internet and them going viral.
Is it crazy to see like you're at 1.8 million?
Yeah, oh, it's 1.6, but it's almost 1.6.
1.6.
Yeah.
You'll be at 1.8 tomorrow. But is that crazy? Because I mean, that's a lot of attention. A lot of attention.
Is. And sometimes I don't be realizing it until I actually like look at it and I'm like, damn, like that's a lot of people. Like,
hell yeah. Millions. And even like when I was watching the video the other day for Sorry Not Sorry, I'm like, this is almost at 2 million. Like,
right.
That's a lot of people. That's
right.
A lot of people. So I'm so proud of you. Like, I really, really am.
Thank you.
I think we're in two different generation brackets. So I'm curious to know, what was in your music catalog growing up? Like, what was it that you were listening to?
I was listening to Lil Wayne, Eminem, Tip, Jeezy. I listened to that One Plies album a lot, that Testament album. And I think that's like my main people, and Tupac.
Yeah, and you know what? You can almost tell that you listen to people like that because your bars are so strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You could definitely tell. So when you get to the studio, I'm curious to know what your creating process is like. You know, as soon as you get in there, how does Omeretta make a song?
Well, first I find a beat, and most of the time it be at the studio, it be like something chill, because that's always my vibe in the studio. And I just go in there, I hear the beat, and I tell them to pull it up, and I go in the studio and I start like humming, like making the melody first, and then I do it throughout the whole song, and I be like, keep that, and then I have them put it on loop, the engineer put it on loop, and then I write to that melody.
Okay, and then out comes magic.
Exactly.
Exactly. What producers have you worked with in the game so far?
I work with Zay Tobin. I work with Mike Will. I think those are the biggest producers that I work with.
Yeah.
I work with Bankroll Gotti. Yeah, I think those are the biggest.
And many more to come, I'm sure.
All right.
Yes. All right. Well, let's get to the music. Let's get back to Sorry Not Sorry, because this is the record that, you know, everybody is really seeing. And, you know, I think it's what's putting Omeretta out there.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I've been hearing your name, though, for years.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is the first time where I'm actually seeing you. You know, you're everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you're on every platform doing every interview. So it's great. And I love this so much for you, girl. Like, I really do. And then being a woman in the industry too, you know, we kind of, it's a little, not that I think it's harder.
But it is kind of.
But it is. Yeah. Like, we kind of have to sort of go an extra mile. You know what I'm saying? So, but I love the recognition that you're getting from like Luda. You know, how did you know that Latto, how did you know that she was the person that you needed to be on this remix?
Because I had seen the comment on social media. They was like, it's like, when you do the remix, you should get somebody that's from the surrounding areas of Atlanta, one that you named in the song, so they can get on there and tell their side of the story. So I thought that was like a real cool idea. So she was the first person that popped up, because when I dropped the song, everybody was like, she throwing shots at Latto, they beefing. Like, and I was like, oh yeah, she'd be the perfect person to put on that. So I just hit her up and she was like, yeah, send me the open verse.
Yeah, I seen that on Twitter. People were like, what was the science behind that? Because she's not from Atlanta, but it makes
yeah.
right. But it makes so much sense to me why you did that. And I love that you
Yeah.
did. So what's the energy like right now in Atlanta now that that song has dropped? Like what has happened? What's it like?
It's so funny because I haven't like actually been there to endure the energy, but I've been hearing about it. Like everybody keeps telling me, like, bro, when you drop that song, something shifted. Like everything, like like you woke the city up. Like it was like a song that's like, damn, like so everybody just like, because I had did an interview with this guy from Clayco, and he was like, his phone went off that whole entire day. Like
Girl, why
everybody
was
was
that
talking
interview
about
hilarious? That shit had me dead because he was like, whatever,
on
I'm
my
still
ass.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, no, you not. No, you are not. Did you hear the song? Because I swear Clayco was like one of the first places you mentioned.
Yeah. So he was upset about it. But everybody keeps telling me, like, bro, you woke the city up. Like everybody on like high alert type shit. So
do you think Atlanta needed that? You needed that?
Because I feel like Atlanta really been slipping. Like it been so many outsiders coming in, not even from the outskirts, but just period. Like so many people from New York, so many people from LA, like so many people just moving to Atlanta. So it's like we needed, you know what I'm saying, something to like unify us again. Like, hold on now, like this real Atlanta.
Atlanta's taking a lot of us Chicagoans too.
For real?
Girl, it's everybody I know damn near moves to Atlanta from Chicago. I swear. Yeah. I swear. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Let's see. Were you hesitant at all before dropping it? Or were you like, nah, motherfuckers need to know?
Yeah, I ain't care at all. Like everybody around me was like, oh no. I was like, bro, I'm dropping this song. I don't care what y'all say. Like,
yes. That's so bold. Where do you get that energy from?
Oh no, I think it's just me like being just because I'm super spontaneous. Like I just out of the blue just do some wild, crazy shit. Everybody like, bro, where did that just come from? But it's like, I don't know. I'm just a bold person because I really don't care too much about what people think about me. Like sometimes I let comments get to me, but most of the time, like I really don't care. I always went against what everybody else was doing. Like I always been an oddball. So.
And I mean, that's how you're really going to get through this industry. Because if you went through every single comment somebody made about you and let that get to you,
right?
You just, you know what I'm saying? You'd be at a standstill. Like you just wouldn't be going nowhere. So tell me what contributes to the culture of Atlanta. Like, how can you look at somebody and be like, yeah, they're from Atlanta?
The swag, first thing first. Like we all dressed alike. A lot of people from like around the world, they be like, we dress country and stuff, but I feel like a lot of people get their styles from the city, like because Atlanta kind of bold, like we don't really care to like be different, because I remember it was a point in time back then, like dudes used to be wearing Ugg boots and like, you know what I'm saying, but it was something I had never seen before, but Atlanta just
dudes in Atlanta used to wear Uggs?
Yes, like we had a wave where like every boy in Atlanta had Ugg boots on, and it was like the player thing to do. Like,
what? You're lying, because if they did that in Chicago, girl, that would not be Pusha P or nothing. It would not. Like, I'm just shocked. I guess I just didn't know that.
Yes, like we done had some crazy trends down here. Like when everybody was on the black boy, white boy swag, we used to dress like we played golf. Like we be having some crazy styles.
Girl, that is insane. So how else do you plan on shaking stuff up in Atlanta? Like what is the concept of maybe the next record that you plan on putting out?
So my next record, I kind of got an idea what it already is, because I got a lot of music, but one song I keep listening to and I'm like, this is the perfect song, because it's kind of like a follow-up, but not really. But it's like me addressing kind of the haters a little bit, but it's still me popping it, and like it's the vibe. I think
I'm excited for that. I saw that you did Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Girl, I live under a rock. I'm honestly, I don't watch Love and Hip Hop like that, but when I seen that you had did it, I was like, I got so many questions.
I didn't even watch it. It's so crazy. because when my stuff was airing, I watched like one episode and that's it. Like I need to watch the stuff with me on there because it's just I don't watch Love and Hip Hop at all, and I feel like me being on TV is just so cringe. Like
you didn't really care for it too much.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm sad that experience wasn't what you wanted it to be because, you know, TV is so attractive, you know, everybody,
Right.
why wouldn't you want to be on TV?
Yeah, I couldn't watch it. But the girl, Bambi that's on the show, I had talked to her one day in the dressing room and she asked me, do I be watching myself? And I was like, nah. And she was like, girl, me neither. Like, she was like, she can't watch herself either.
Wow. So that's interesting. And I wonder if there's more people who have done the show that kind of feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know, I was approached by this plus size reality show that they were trying to do here in Chicago. And when they were screening me, it was all good. Like,
yeah,
but it was up until that they were like, well, what kind of drama you got going on in your life?
Right.
And I was like, nothing.
Right.
And they were like, oh, well, we'll be in touch.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Girl, so it's like they want that stuff so bad,
yes.
but like,
yes.
Like I said, though, you don't seem like that.
Yeah, I'm not. I be chilling.
So you didn't give them none of that then, huh?
They just kept talking about because me and my mama had issues back in the day and they was just kept bringing that up. So, and I felt like that's another reason I didn't want to watch it because I'm like, this very boring and very like, I don't know, it just didn't hit to me. And I wanted them to showcase because we did a lot of like filmed a lot of my music and my career stuff, but they didn't put none of that on there. It just put all the drama. Yeah.
And that's weird because it's Love and Hip Hop.
Right. Like, and that's why I told you when they tried to get me back on the show, we kind of had a little argument. And I was like, the show is called Love and Hip Hop. Where's the hip hop? And they got mad.
Right. Yeah. That's a bummer. That's a bummer because I'm sure people, you know, who follow you for your music.
Right. Exactly.
Simple. Exactly. Well, how do you think it benefited you in any capacity? Do you think it worked in your favor?
Yeah, because it helped me get my team together because I was on the show like saying I didn't have management. And then my A&R Shell, she was like, she seen it and was like, oh my God, Omeretta don't have management. And she reached out to the company she worked with and was like, bro, Omeretta don't have management. And then they called in, they kept hitting me up because I was ignoring everybody at first because it was like so many people like, I heard you don't have management, like in my DM.
I'm sure people flooded you. Girl.
So it took me a minute, but she kept being like consistent. Like she hit up my videographer, my assistant, then she got my assistant personal number and called her. So that's how she broke through.
Okay. I love the persistence.
Right.
That's what's up. Well, I'm glad you have a solid team now, and I'm happy because having a team is so important. It is so important.
So important.
Yeah. Now on the music tip, I had seen in one of the interviews that you talked about hopefully collabing one day with Doja Cat and Rod Wave. And it's interesting because I'm obsessed with Doja Cat. Like I
love her.
What is the word? Like she's versatile as hell.
Yeah,
and
like
she could do.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, Doja, she a real artist to me, you know what I'm saying? And Doja, she bold. Yeah. She not scared to be different. Like I feel like sometimes people, they be scared that what other people gonna say about them, so they kind of stick to the status quo. But Doja Cat do not care. Like she literally got famous off of making a song about a cow. Like
literally. I don't know if people really know that, but that's pretty dope. And I just love how she could do so much with her voice. So when you said that, I'm like, that's somebody that I think would be great to collab with. Like something about her. You know, she was just in the news recently. Somebody was saying that she wasn't really a rapper. And to me, I think that's insane. Because Doja Cat can rap.
That's how she got bars. Like aside from her being creative, she can really rap, but people don't be listening to that because they just think she like this weird girl, but she really got bars. Like she really know how to rap.
You got to do your homework on her to know that, because she's raw as hell. And when I had seen that like on the Shade Room, I think, or something, I was like, that's odd because Doja Cat, she can rap. And she deserves like all these accolades that she's getting. So
right.
I hope that happens for you.
Yeah, me too, because that'll be so lit. And I feel like she'll challenge me to get more out of my box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes. So what was the science behind Rod Wave? What makes you gravitate towards someone like him?
I like Rod Wave because of like his music is so deep and it's so emotional. Like I literally done been driving in the car in the rain, crying, listening to his music like I'm on a movie or something. Yes. Like Rod Wave got that music that is just like, Brad, you done been through something deep. Like he gonna make you feel it every time you listen to his song.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's so special. I think that's what music is really supposed to do. It is supposed to make me feel these things. I want to feel it.
Exactly.
Period. So, all right. Well, I'm looking forward to so much music from you. I'm excited because, you know, I'm big on bars. Like I always big up my girl Dreezy. I always big her up because she's so raw. Her bars and kind of give me them vibes. Yeah. She is. So what else is to you though? Because I've seen that, you know, you want to do fashion and, you know, things like that. So tell me more about that.
Yeah, I love fashion. Like I've been loving fashion since a kid. And then in 2018, I found out that I knew how to sew. So I started making clothes for like 6-7 months or something. But I was making like full outfits, like from the hats to the jumpsuits, pants, shirts.
Wow.
Like I was just literally in my house just sewing, making so many clothes. So it's like that's when I wanted to open up me a fashion line, and I'm actually supposed to be going to fashion school soon. I was supposed to start my classes like this summer, but since the song dropped, everything been kind of hectic. So I'm gonna wait till like the next semester. But I really want to take my fashion serious because I really love fashion.
Yes, that's so exciting. You know, I'm not gonna say how old I am, but I'm too old to not know how to sew. Okay. I still be hitting I be hitting my mom up still, like, I need you to do this for me. Cause to be so young and know how to do that, that's dope. And you know, I can't wait to see this all happen for you. Like I really cannot. And then you want to do school and music at the same time. And I've been seeing more and more artists doing it. And I think it's great that you're doing it so that you can show other artists you can do that.
Right, exactly.
Period. Okay. We both love Rihanna. We both have love for Rihanna. I noticed that. I was like, I don't know if you're more in love with her than me.
Oh my God. Nah, I think I got it. How long you been in love with her?
Isn't she so cute pregnant? I love it.
Listen.
Like I need to look.
Huh?
I said I need to look like her when I'm pregnant because she looks so
cute.
Yes,
like she's just so amazing to me. Like I don't know. The number one reason why I love Rihanna too is because she bold. Like Rihanna don't care what nobody say about her. Like she gonna do whatever she wanna do. I just love carefree women. Like I love women that just don't care about what nobody say and just be 100% themselves. Like I gravitate towards that.
I agree too, because I think people expect us to be so much more reserved and so much like just take the sideline. But yeah, I love a woman who's in your face too.
Exactly.
I think, Rihanna, I gravitate towards her so much because of her uniqueness.
Right.
And yeah, I do agree. She's real bold.
She's real bold.
Yeah. I seen that at some point you had a Fenty deal. And, you know, I seen that, you know, you felt like your brand kind of didn't align with it. And I think that's so cool that you made that decision. But how important is it to stay true to yourself in this industry? Because you could have been like, you know, let me put this lingerie on and just step outside my comfort zone.
It's important to me because it's like, I don't want to never I don't want to never detour away from what I stand for. Cause I feel like, cause my grandma, she used to always tell us like growing up, like your word is your bond. So if I start out saying this one thing, like how I'm gonna be like this, and then soon as like money start flowing, I be like, well, shit, this a bag, and I change up. Like that ain't me sticking to my word, and that's me being, to me, a follower and letting money like step on my morals and what I stand for. And that, to me, that's what's really selling your soul. Like when you go against everything that you stand for a check. And I was like, because I really battled myself with that, because my managers was like, you should do this. It's a big check. It's a it could be a great opportunity for you, like my old managers. And I was like, I didn't want to, because I didn't want to seem like an asshole, like I'm just trying to like pass up the money and stuff. So I was really battling myself, and I actually had started crying, because I'm like, bro, I really don't want to do this. So I feel like I shouldn't have to, because I don't want people to come on my Instagram and see me half naked with lingerie on, like just so many pictures. I had to make like 4 posts a month, and I was like, that's just so many pictures and underwear on my page. And I was like, I can't see myself doing that. So I just, after I went through my little whatever emotional stage, I just texted him, and I was like, bro, I got to pass on this. Like, I can't do it.
Wow. That's so big of you. Like, I need you to understand how big that is. Like, wow. I don't know that. I don't think I could say that other people would have done the same thing. And I got to commend you on that.
Thank you.
You go, girl. You go. So, what else you got coming up? I see Strength of a Woman Fest. That's coming up May 6th through 8th. What's that about?
I believe it's a festival with Mary J, and it's like Ella May, City Girls, Baby Tate. It's a lot of dope artists gonna be there. That's gonna be fun. Like, and it's sold out.
When are you coming to Chicago?
I think I'm coming out there next weekend.
Dang, we should have pushed the interview back to next week so you could have been here in the studio with me. Well, I gotta hit your people up so we can make something happen for sure. What are you doing here next week in Chicago?
I believe I got a show. I got to check, but I believe I got a show out there.
Okay, turn up then. Well, hopefully I can make it to the show. I'd love to see you live. Yeah. And where can people connect with you?
They can follow my Instagram. It's Omeretta, Omeretta, and my Twitter is Omeretta 4L, Omeretta 4L, and then my Facebook, Omeretta Boss. So you can find me on all those. Okay,
well, keep applying that pressure.
Thank you.
Keep staying true to yourself, and I'm on standby. I'm waiting for the next record.
Okay, thank you.
All right, babe. Continued success, and hopefully I'll see you next week in Chicago, okay?
Okay.
All right, take care.
Okay.
Power 92.3 FM.